Previously, in episode 3 of The Long Ride Home, a messenger came running through the corridor, pale with fear and nearly out of breath. Whatever he had seen beyond the wall, it was enough to send him back the way he came. Katerina looked down upon the courtyard. She understood that Vale Keep was no longer at peace. One look from Katerina was enough. Beryl followed her at once. The bell rang only once, but one strike was enough. Every soul within Vale Keep knew what it meant. At first, they seemed like frightened travelers, men and families pushing through the mud, desperate for shelter. But beneath the noise of voices and boots, there was something else. Hands stayed too close to hidden blades. Eyes moved too carefully. Even the horses pulled against their ropes, sensing what the people had not yet admitted. Danger had come in among them. The guards moved quickly, bringing those already inside deeper into the protection of the keep. The gates were drawn shut behind them, iron and timber answering the danger outside. No one shouted. No one ran without purpose. Blankets, lanterns, water, and stores were carried through the courtyard under guard. Women gathered their children and hurried towards shelter, while every open passage was watched. Vale Keep had begun to seal itself from within. Beryl stopped at the door, knowing that once it opened, silence would no longer protect him. The document in his hand was more than parchment. It carried Lord Greggor's authority, sealed before the war reached their walls, and now it had to be obeyed.
This bears the authority of Lord Greggor. I now pass his commands to you. He has left me in charge until he is strong enough to return. You know what must be done. Quietly now. Put everything into place and keep the people calm. Do it swiftly and quietly. The people must not be alarmed.
The order passed quickly through trusted hands. While the courtyard stirred above them, Vespera and Lunara were led below, away from the eyes of strangers and the reach of any force that might break the outer gate. By the time the wooden bar fell into place, one of Vale Keep's most guarded secrets had already disappeared beneath the stone. Four months earlier, the first smoke appeared beyond the distant hills. From Vale Keep, it seemed far enough to be mistaken for someone else's war. But Lord Greggor was not a man who ignored signs. By firelight, he began to write his instructions, setting down what must be done if the war ever found its way to his gates.
You sent for me, my lord?
Beryl, I will ride toward the front tomorrow. The war draws too near Vale Keep, and I must see it with my own eyes. Until I have returned, the keep is in your hands.
The discussion was in detail. They traced the roads beyond the valley, the ridge, the river crossing, and the narrow pass where war could turn toward home. Lord Greggor sealed them and placed them in Beryl's keeping. It was not a request. It was command, prepared before the danger arrived, and trusted to the one man Lord Greggor believed would obey it without hesitation.
Your orders are clear, my lord. I will hold Vale Keep in your name.
Beryl folded the sealed document into his coat, close enough to feel its weight with every breath. Outside, Lord Greggor's horse was made ready, the saddle tightened and the final straps drawn into place. At the gate, Beryl stood in silence, knowing the man riding away had left more than orders behind. He had left trust. As Lord Greggor and his companions rode into the mud and gathering darkness, Vale Keep watched its lord disappear toward the war. The road ahead told its own story. A broken wheel lay half buried in the mud. Torn cloth snapped in the wind, caught on the wreckage of something abandoned too quickly. Beneath a shattered wagon, a powder keg had split open in the rain, and along the fields families walked away from the homes they could no longer defend. The war had not yet reached Vale Keep, but it had already emptied the land around it. By the time Lord Greggor reached the forward encampment, there was no mistaking what lay ahead. Officers, wagons, and weary horses crowded the muddy ground, while the sound of distant cannon rolled through the air. Beyond the camp, the battlefield opened before him. Regiments moving through smoke, torn flags dragging in the wind, and men waiting for orders that might carry them to their deaths. Lord Greggor had come to see how close the war had drawn. Now he had his answer. As Lord Greggor remained steady and mounted, the earth broke open before him.